Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Anthony King here at Major Media Studios. Back again today. I am going to be doing a quick video on how you should set your files up when you're sending them to be mixed. So first of all, I'm going to just go to a different project here. I'm going to close this one. Um, I will say yes on that because I am going to come back to it. But let's go to, so this is a project that we recorded previously, and I can play a little bit for you here.
I don't really talk about a lot. I don't really like to vibe with a lot. Tell the truth, I don't really like to talk about a lot. Tell them, gutter growing up, used to post by the spot. 4G's in my pocket, I just pulled out the box.
Right, so sounds normal, sounds how it should, right? But so let's say that we wanted to send this to another studio to track it out. Well, so if I zoom in and I show you these clips of audio, you'll see that there's a bunch of smaller clips that make up all of this that you're hearing. So you can't tell that when you hear it, right? Because they're all kind of where they need to be in their own lanes, right? Their own channels of audio. So you don't know that when you hear it that there's a bunch of little clips. But when you look at the project, you see that it is. It's made up of a bunch of smaller clips. And so now when I want to send this off to mix it, if I just send the files how they are, they're going to end up getting just all of these little clips they won't be where they're supposed to be. So let's say that now I'm going to um, send these files over just like how they are, just the audio files. Okay, so now I've got this screen, a new project pulled up here, and if I just grab all of the audio files from that same project I just showed you guys, and I import them, then you can see that now we've just got all of the little files just like we had in the other project, but they're not where they're supposed to be. They're all just kind of at the beginning, right? And that's what it sounds like, right? You can just hear that they're all just the little files. So for me to organize all of these, first of all, I'd have to hear a version of the song that already has everything arranged how it's supposed to be, even if it's not mixed or whatever, right? So I can just even figure out where stuff goes. And then the process of like putting all of these things in place would take easily an hour, easily an hour. And then that's already the time that, I'd have to charge for another hour of mixing to mix it after that because I've already spent an hour just arranging it, right? So this doesn't work. So instead, and what I'm about to show you, there's different ways of doing this in different programs. So I would recommend that you figure out how to do what I'm about to show you in your particular program. Um, okay, so now back to this program. We'll say no this time to save on that. So, but now back to this project that we've got here, right? So what I actually want to do is I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to go to export. And in this particular program, I'm using Cakewalk. I can do tracks, no automation or effects, right? And so it's asking me what preset I want to use. And so what I'm doing, if you look at the different settings, is I'm telling it so what to export. I'm telling it to export all of these tracks individually, right? And the format, of course, WAV file 44, 24-bit, all of that good stuff. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go to export, and it's going to ask me where I want to do it. Oh, it didn't ask me where. I think maybe I forgot to select the location. Yep, here we go. So now I'm going to go back to the Vibe-it-a-lot. I'm going to go to audio export, and in here I'm actually just going to make a new folder, and I'm going to say tracks or something like that, track outs or bounced tracks or whatever it might be, right? You can call it whatever you want. Name it, and this is to gotta vibe with a lot. Save, export. It's going to tell me, okay, we're going to make all of these files, right? So it says the following 7 files will be created by this command. Do you wish to proceed? And it's going to tell me the names of all of them, and I'm going to hit OK. Now it's going to take a second. You can see up here it says mixing down audio. So this is our progress bar. Okay, so export audio successfully completed. It says that down at the bottom right. You can't see it because that's where my camera is. But it says exported successfully. So now, if I received these files, now this is what they're going to look like. So now I'm going to go back to my mixdown session that I'm creating. So now when I go to import these files, and I'm going to go to that project first that I just did. So let's go to it was 2Gutta and it was Vibewood a lot, right? And audio export, here's my tracks. So now you see there's only the 7 files instead of like 30. And if I show you the size of them, you'll see that they're all the exact same size. And so then what that looks like when I import them, you see they're all laid out exactly where they were in the other project. And all that's happened is we've filled in the blank spots with just nothing, right? It's silence. I'm just zooming in on these. I'm not affecting the files. I'm just zooming in. But so you can see that now it's laid out just like how it was on the other project, except for they're all full-length files. And so now everything is already where it's supposed to be. I don't have to organize anything. Now I just need to figure out what each one of these is and then drop it into its proper channel. And most of the mixing at that point is already pretty close to done. But so this is how you would want to prepare your files to send them for being mixed or mastered. In this case, I'm not actually doing this. I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes. But that's how you would bounce out your tracks for Mixdown in Cakewalk. In Pro Tools, depending on the program you use, in Pro Tools, you could just select everything and right-click and do Consolidate Audio. And it's actually going to make tracks like these in a folder without having to export them like how I did. So on my program, I would go to the export command and I would choose bounce out the tracks, right, with no effects or anything like that. Oh, and that's a big thing too. Whenever you're sending files to be mixed, they should have no effects applied to them. Like if you've got reverb on the voice or auto-tune or anything like that, when you are sending stuff to be mixed, what's the point in sending it to be mixed and you're sending it with your effects already on it? Because now, let's say if I received vocal files and they already have reverb on them, I can't take that reverb off of them. It's baked in there. You sent it that way, right? And so if the reverb is too heavy or maybe not enough or whatever it is, or let's say it doesn't sound like it's real heavy, but then when I start going to compress the vocals, well, now the reverb is real heavy because I've compressed the vocals, and so now the reverb sounds loud, right? So when you're sending stuff to be mixed out, number one, you want to make sure that you format your files properly so that they line up how they're supposed to be in the format that they are in the song. Number two, you want to send them with absolutely no effects applied. If you have to go through and turn off all of your effects one by one before doing that, then that's what you need to do, right? Because when you're sending files to be mixed, they should be the raw, dry files, just like we've got here. So now, like if I play these vocals for you, you'll see there's no effects on it whatsoever.
Used to post by the spot, 4 G's in my pocket, I just pulled out the
quiet.
box. Turn it down, don't be making shit hot. God, boot it up when it's time to go slide. Turn your back, kinda hurting my pride. Same nigga used to slide, trying to put it aside. It's a rap, tell it.
Right, so you see there's no echo on it, no reverb, no compression, no nothing. These are just the raw files. All that's really happened is it's taken all the little clips that we had in the other project and it's just bounced out each track individually, but with no effects at all. And so that's how you want to send your files to be mixed. I hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more videos. Major Media Studios, Anthony King. Y'all have a good one.